I'm Dawn Del Russo to Cooking with Style. I love food. I've always loved it my whole life. I've loved cooking and I've loved fashion. So I thought, why not combine the two? It's always been my passion. It's always been something that I love. It doesn't matter what you're cooking in the kitchen, you still could look chic and put together. I'll show you my look for today. See, I have a cute little dress on. It's a two-tone multicolor dress. The top is like a color block yellow, scoop neck, and the bottom is just a nice fitted little black skirt piece. It's one whole piece, and I paired it with a cute pair of patent leather Louboutins. I think they are adorable and they're perfect. This look goes really well with pasta, which is what I'm making, with some vegetables. I'm doing some asparagus and some snap peas and some carrots thrown in there. It's a nice simple meal, easy to do. I wanted to start off simple, not go too crazy, and incorporate this look into that meal. I think pasta could be really sophisticated and chic. So cooking is seriously so stylish. People have the misconception that it's not, that you have to be, in a dirty t-shirt that doesn't look good, and you don't. You can look dressed up, you can look fabulous put together. Most chefs that I'm seeing now, and I'm not putting myself in the chef category, I haven't taken any class or anything, this is just all home cooking that I've learned, but every chef you see now look good. They have to do their hair, they have to have makeup on, and they have to have a really nice outfit. It's really important that you include your style in everything. What we're starting with is some carrots that I have washed off right here. And I like to put these in things that I make. I think they taste really good and they're a nice sweet addition, especially if I'm doing pasta and I'm not doing any meat in it. I like to really incorporate a lot of vegetables together and it looks good. I'm all about how it looks. Chop these up into nice little pieces. This is actually a recipe for a pound of pasta. With your style, you do want to always feel comfortable, and that goes the same with food. You always want your food, no matter how elegantly prepared or how nice it looks, you still want it to feel like a comfort food. You still want it to feel like something that everybody could go to and they love it no matter what. And a pasta is always that kind of comfort food. It always feels good. It's something that most people really do enjoy and like. So it's a good go-to food item. And then you could, make it look really put together and really nice. Some nice bright colors, throwing some capers into it, which give it a nice flavor that's kind of like, what's in there kind of flavor, which is really nice. Remember, your food, how you style yourself and how you style your food are very similar. So you want your food to look as pretty as you want yourself to look. All these elements really do work together. They really do come together and are a whole you. So that's all of our carrots all chopped up. And I'm going to throw them into the pan and get them started. So in here I have about 2 tablespoons of butter, which I'm going to throw in with the carrots and put them on the stove and get them nice and sauteed. And until they're soft, but still have a bite to them. Carrots you want to do first because they take the longest to get soft and broken down. So we're going to start with those. And I do keep my heels on the whole time I'm cooking. I love them. I've been wearing heels for my whole life, so there's something that I just always feel comfortable in. If you're not so comfortable in the really, really high, start lower and work your way up. But they do make you feel good. And if you haven't heard already, the best way to know where the asparagus is ripe is where you break it. Because this part's going to be really hard to chew and not feel so good, especially in pasta, so you don't want that part in there. So just snap them off. It's really simple and quick. I'm just going to finish cutting my asparagus up, and you're going to cut these pretty small because you want them to be about the same size as the carrots, so you don't want anything to overwhelm itself while it's in the pot. So you want to keep these, let me show you, about that size. Remember to always use a sharp knife. Just like your clothes, how you want really good quality clothes, you don't want to go out and buy, the cheaper stuff because it's going to fall apart and it's not going to look as good in the long run. The same thing with your cooking utensils and everything that you use, your cutting block. I use this booze block, and I just love it. I think it's a great cutting board. The knife that I'm using is a woosh-off knife. So I feel like these cut, so I just love it. When you have a knife that cuts through food and is quick and easy, it makes cooking so much easier. So trust me, it might be a little bit more expensive, but it's well worth it going out and buying the better quality pieces. Just like you would buy better quality jewelry or better quality shoes. You're going to go out and buy the Christian Louboutins because they are made well and they're put together really well. So do the same with your knife. Okay, my carrots are softening up. They're getting there. I'm not going to throw the asparagus in just yet because I still want them to get a little bit softer. And the next item that I'm also going to throw in, at the same time as I throw the asparagus in, snap peas. I love these. They're sweet. All of this is organic, too. I do think that's really important in cooking, is using organic ingredients. I know you can't always get them, and if you can't, and that's okay, you don't want to make yourself crazy. But I do think organic is better for you. There's no pesticides. You don't want pesticides going in your body, so there's no pesticides in the food, and it's great. It's good for you. Now, I'm also adding some onion. Keep them in bigger pieces. I'm not a big fan of eating the onion. That's my own thing. I just like the flavor of it, if that makes any sense. But if you like it, and you like eating it, and you're fine with that, that's fine too. There are ways to cook with the ingredients that say you like garlic is the same way. Garlic is a really strong, pungent flavor, and for me, it's just a little bit too overwhelming. So what I do is I cook with it. I season the oils or season the whole meal with it, but yet I leave it in big enough pieces where you're not stuck eating it. It's not so minced where all of a sudden you're eating all this garlic and you're left with this breath for the whole rest of the night. And I'm using Orecchiette pasta, which are these little, oh my god, they're so cute. They look like little hats. I mean, how do we not start the first show off with something that looks like a pasta that looks like a little hat? It's adorable. I finish it off with a nice squeeze of lemon too, which I do like in it. So I'm going to get that all ready too. Go ahead and throw in the snap peas and the asparagus. Look at how gorgeous this looks. It looks absolutely, the colors, the orange. Remember to salt your pasta where all your flavor is going to be coming from. So if you don't salt it, the pasta's not going to get any flavor. Not over salted, you don't want a lot of salt, but just enough to give it the flavor that it needs. I'm also adding some fresh cracked pepper. So I just added the Orecchiette. We'll wait. These should take about 8 to 10 minutes. Some extra fun. And just to give it a little bit of extra flavor, not necessarily a sauce, but I'm going to add a little bit of just white table wine. I don't like to use cooking wine. I never use cooking wine. I like to use really actually good wine that I love the taste of, but the white just complements the vegetables and the pasta really well. Also adding some capers. I like capers. I think they give it a nice flavor and a hint of salt. Just like I added a pop of color to the pasta where we wanted the orange. We wanted that nice bright pop, something more, so it wasn't just these green plain vegetables. You saw a pop. Do the same thing with your makeup or do the same thing with your outfit. Add a pop. I use this Yves Saint Laurent today lipstick, which I absolutely adore. It has SPF in it, and it looks gorgeous on. It's a really nice corally pink color, and the number is 8JBA, in case you guys want to get this, and it is the Rouge Pure. So these are really, go on so smooth and so glamorous. This is the color. It's stunning. So just like you added a pop of color to your carrots, add a pop of color to your lips. With the pasta, we are looking for al dente, which means in Italian a bite, something to the teeth. Al dente is to the teeth. So what you want to do is you want to test your pasta out. This one needs about another minute, but too hard. You don't want it to get to the point where it's so mushy and nasty and the water is really cloudy and thick from the starch. That's way overcooked. Too much, not going to taste. It is perfect. We're going to add some of this delicious pasta water to our vegetables. So here it is, all combined really nicely. I love the cheese part. It's my favorite. I'm just going to take this grater and just grate a nice amount of cheese right into here, because the heat from the bowl will make it really nice and melt all over everything. You'll see it melty and delicious. I'm going to finish off with the squeeze of lemon. So I think that just adds that extra hint of flavor to it, and it complements vegetables really well. Kate Spade, who makes bags and makes shoes now and makes everything gorgeous, did a fabulous line of cooking bowls. Oh, I love them. So pretty. Also, I love to serve in something that is also fashionable and stylish. There's tons of people like this. Vera Wang did the same thing, crossing over from fashion into food. And why not? So let's give this a taste. I love cheese. So on my own little bowl, I have to add a little bit of extra cheese. Let's give it a taste and see how it is. We get the pasta, carrot, a little asparagus, snap pea. It's delicious. And the capers, they hide inside a little hat, so you're chewing and then all of a sudden you taste the caper. I hope you guys try this. I hope you enjoy it, just like I do, incorporating fun, food, and fashion. I love it. My passion to yours. I'm Dawn Del Russo. Have a good day. Bye.